What's up guys, welcome back, LEOPAZZO Productions. Thank you very much for tuning in. I want to know if you guys are interested in better lighting for your videos and your photography needs. If so, stay tuned. I'm going to be sharing with you guys all the details and my review and what's included in this brand new LED video light. This light is made by GVM. The model of this light is called SD80D. This is an LED COB video light or photography light. It can adjust the color Kelvin spectrum, the CCT, all the way from 2700 all the way up to 7500, which is going to be a nice warmer temperature on the lower end, 2700, and also going to be a nice cooler temperature at the 7500. We also do have some built-in lighting effects. I will tell you right off the bat, this kit literally has everything that you need because again, it comes with the light, it has a Bowens mount, it has this nice reflector, it also can be powered off of 2 MPF batteries, which I currently have installed here at the side of the light. This light kit also includes the light stand, which I currently have the light mounted to right now. And how can I not mention the Softbox? This is approximately 24-inch wide softbox and approximately 12 inches from front to back deep softbox. And again, it is also Bowens mount. We do have the grid here onto the front, which is fantastic, along with the diffusers. A few things that I wanted to share with you guys. For an example, the construction design, the housing of the light itself is actually made out of plastic. We do have some metal parts, which is literally just the Bowens mount reflector here that we have here onto the front. We do also have a nice LCD display screen here at the side of the light, which is very easy to read while we are changing the spectrum and along with the brightness and also the effects and whatnot, which we're going to go into more detail shortly. So I will mention this light is an 80 watt COB LED light, and it does have a color rendering index, a CRI rating of 97, which is just fantastic because the light that this light fixture is going to produce is going to be nice and natural and overall appealing to the eye. The light fixture itself is very small and compact and only weighs 1.2 kilograms. So this light fixture does have an internal fan to help it cool down when it is being operated. So as soon as you turn on the light, the fan is also going to be turning on. And I will mention there are no settings within the menu that's going to allow us to turn off the fan. So just so you guys have an idea, the fan is always going to be on. And from my experience, the fan is not loud whatsoever. And in most cases, I will not have a microphone close to my light fixture anyways. So in general, the fact that it has a fan is top notch. It's going to cool down the product, the light fixture, when it's in use. And again, when you turn it up to full brightness, it's not like the fan is getting any louder or anything like that. So nothing to worry about as far as the fan. It is quiet and again, not affecting my audio. So another great feature about this light fixture is the fact that we can download the GVM app and now control the light via the app wirelessly, which is just fantastic. You just want to go ahead and scan the QR code either for iOS or Android, download the free app, you can make an account, you can connect your device and therefore start playing around with all the settings such as the effects, the brightness, the CCT, the color Kelvin spectrum, etc. And you can also save some of your scenes, some of the lighting effects or light scenarios that you created within the app. You can give it a name. So overall, the app has been very pleasing to work with and also very helpful. So at the bottom of the light, we do have this mounting option over here, this little bracket that's going to allow to mount the light to the light stand. And again, it is also made out of plastic. There is one handle here that's going to allow us to adjust the angle of the light, and we also do have the other control little knob over here that's going to help us tighten it to the light stand as well. If you look closely just underneath the light, we do have this little hole here along with this little tightening screw, which is going to allow us to mount an umbrella to this light fixture if you decide to use this light with an umbrella. So having a closer look at the side of the light over here, you can see that I have the 2 MPF batteries installed directly to the light fixture itself, which is a fantastic feature because now we can use this light outdoors, any location, on the go. And again, it is small and compact and lightweight. So I say we go ahead and power on the light briefly on a nice low dim setting so I don't blind myself over here. And then we're going to go ahead and get a little bit more familiar with the settings and in the menu so you guys can kind of see what this light is capable of. Here we are now powering the light with the MPF batteries. It is currently set at 1%. It is currently set at 6,500 Kelvin. And we can go ahead and adjust the brightness right here with the dial at the back of the light. I'm going to take it easy over here. I don't want to blind myself. Again, this is it just dialed down to 0. Why don't we have a peek so we can see what it looks like at a lower Kelvin at 2,700 Kelvin. And now that I'm in the adjustment mode for the CCT, the color Kelvin spectrum, I'm just going to go ahead and dial it down. And here we are looking at 2,700 Kelvin. And here we are at 7,500, and we are currently looking at 2%. So let's go ahead and have a closer look at the menu and settings and all the controls and features of this light so you guys can become a little bit more familiar with it. All right, guys, let's have a closer look at the back of the light fixture over here. On the right-hand side, we do have a 3-way position switch, which we're going to talk about in more detail shortly. Next to that, we do have the DC in, which is currently being powered right now via the AC/DC adapter, which is plugged into the wall. And next to that, we do have this little dial over here, which is going to act as a couple of functions. For an example, to adjust the intensity of the light fixture, and also go through some different options here within the menu, because it also acts by pressing it down so we can select or adjust some features. So over here on the right hand side, again, this 3-position switch over here. Again, if right now it's in the off position, which is right into the middle, if we go ahead and press it down towards the bottom here, that's going to be activating the light to turn on so we can power it via the MPF batteries, which I don't have installed right now, but we're going to show you how that works shortly. So if I go ahead and toggle it into the middle, this is currently in the off state. If I press this switch up towards the top and press it down, what that's going to do is now power on this light fixture via the DC in. So it's getting powered through the wall via the AC/DC adapter. And I can adjust the brightness right over here with this dial. So why don't I go ahead and adjust it all the way up to 100%, and then we can bring it back down just to kind of show you guys as an example how bright this light actually is. So let's bring it up all the way up to 50%. This right here is 50% brightness at 7,500 CCT. Let's go ahead and bring it up all the way up to 100%. And here we have the 80-watt light, 97 CRI at 100% brightness. Why don't we go ahead and adjust this 100% brightness all the way to the 2,700 color Kelvin spectrum. And for us to do that, what we're going to do is hold down this little dial here for a few seconds, and that's going to allow us to now adjust the color Kelvin spectrum. So now that I've held it down for a few seconds, at the side of the light here on the LCD display screen, it is flashing where the CCT adjustment is, and now I can use the same dial to adjust it to 2,700 or anywhere in between there. I'm just going to be bringing it to its maximum and then to its minimum color Kelvin spectrum. So here we are sitting at 2,700 at 100% brightness. Let's bring this down to 50% brightness. So for us to go back into the brightness intensity option, we're going to go ahead and hold down this dial for a few seconds, and bang, now we're ready to go and adjust the brightness. So I'm just going to go ahead and dial it down to 50%. This is what the light fixture looks like at 50%. And let's go ahead and bring it down to 1%. This is at 1% right here. Let's bring it down to 0. It's completely off right here. So as you guys can tell, this light is super bright. One thing that I do want to show you, because instead of dialing this to the brightness that you want, let's say for an example you wanted to get to 50% or 80% much quicker and you don't want to be continuing to turn this, well, that's no problem. All you need to do is simply press down this button one time, and we just went from 30% now to 50. Press it again, it just went from 50 to 80. Press it one more time, we are now currently at 100% brightness. If you do press it one more time, it's back down to 0. So that's a nice feature that we can simply get to the intensity much quicker. So again, 0%, 10%, 30%, 50%, 80%, and 100% brightness. So having a closer look here at the back of the light, you can see this little grill portion over here, which is again allowing this light to cool down via the internal fan that we have here on this light fixture. Alright guys, so having a closer look here at the side of the light, you can simply see on the LCD display screen that the light intensity brightness is at 100%. We are at the CCT color Kelvin spectrum of 2700, and it also displaying a little battery symbol right now, which is showing that it is at 100% battery life. And again, that's because we are plugged in via the AC/DC adapter right into the wall. But that is going to come into effect and be very useful when we're powering this light with the MPF batteries, so therefore we know how much battery life we have with our MPF batteries when we are using those. You will notice that we do have another button here at the side, and if we go ahead and press this button, what that's going to do is toggle the light between the two different modes. Again, right now we're in the CCT mode, which is allowing us to adjust it from 2700 all the way up to 7500, but if we wanted to enter the effect mode, all we need to do is press this button one time, and you'll notice here on the display screen, now we are in the effect mode, which you'll see an SC here on the top left hand corner, SC7, and what that basically means, we're on scene 7, effect number 7, and we are currently sitting at 20%. That's what I had it at last time when I was using it, and again the CCT value for this effect is at 6600 because that's what I currently had it at set to last time I was using this light fixture. So if I wanted to go ahead and toggle through the different scenes, the different effects, which we do have up to 8 of them, all we need to do now is press this back dial button, the same one that we were using earlier, to adjust the intensity. So let's go ahead and adjust that right now. We're on scene number 8, we're on scene number 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 and 8. Again, we have 8 different lighting effects, 8 different scenes, and we can obviously adjust the brightness. I can adjust the color Kelvin spectrum of the effect mode that I'm currently in, which is also a very nice feature. One other thing that you guys should be aware of, if we want to change this effect mode, basically the timing of the effect, the timing of the flash, basically how often, the rate of it. So if you think it's maybe flashing too often or not often enough, what you want to do again is just press the same dial here on the back of the light, and what that's going to do is now enter this next mode, which is the TIM. I'm going to call it the timing mode. So how often or how frequent you want the rate of this effect to be flashing or to be operating, and right now you can see I have it at 10, which is pretty fast. If I wanted to dial it down to, let's say, halfway, right now I'm at rate, call it 5 of this scene number 8 at 28%, and now it's just going to be not flashing as often. If I even want it even less often, what I would need to do is just turn down this dial to number 1, and now the rate of this effect is going to be even more slower now. And now if you wanted to go back and get out of the effect mode, all you need to simply do is press this effect button right over here, and now we are out of the effect mode. We are back into the color Kelvin spectrum from adjusting it to a bicolor light, and where I had it last at 100%, 2700, the light does remember exactly where we had it last set to. Why don't we go ahead and talk about the last thing here on how we can connect it to the mobile app. So for us to connect it to via the mobile app, you want to turn on Bluetooth on your phone, you want to download the app, and when you've downloaded the app and you're ready to search for devices, you're going to want to hold down this button over here, which is the Bluetooth reset button. You want to hold this down for a few seconds, I believe 2 or 3 seconds, and once you let go, you're going to see the app logo displayed over there on the LCD display screen, which is basically meaning that it is ready for pairing, it's ready for it to sync via Bluetooth to the app. Alright guys, let's go ahead and power this light with the 2 MPF batteries that I have here. So I'm just going to go ahead and slide the MPF batteries in place. So now that I've installed the 2 MPF batteries into the side of the light fixture, I can go ahead and turn the switch on to the battery power option, and again it's going to be automatically connected to the phone that I can still adjust the settings of the light via the app over here. So just to give you guys an example, I can go ahead and adjust the warmth of the temperature with the phone and the little dial here, I can adjust it to a little bit cooler. I can adjust the intensity. I can bring it up, bring it down. I can go back to the effect modes and I can control the light with the effects. I can set it to lightning. I can go ahead and trigger it, turn up the brightness, adjust the rate, and also the color if I want to as well. So overall, it's fantastic that I can use this light outdoors environment with just 2 MPF batteries. Well guys, it looks like it's that time of the video where I'm going to be giving you my overall thoughts and opinion and review of this light here by GVM. I'm going to say that I'm super impressed at a budget affordable price. We do have quite a bit of accessories included with the kit. Not only do we have the light fixture and the Bowens mount reflector, we also do have the light stand itself, which is just fantastic if you are possibly maybe new into photography or video, or you do need a stand for your light. This kit definitely includes this all-in-one, which also includes the softbox, which has the diffuser, and along with the grids. It is a nice compact size. It's not a huge softbox, it's not a small softbox. It is effective, it does work nice, and it mounts nice and easy via the Bowens mount. Again, I'm super impressed with the 80 watts brightness, along with the 97 CRI rating, and along with the color Kelvin spectrum that we can adjust again from the warm temperature all the way up to the cooler temperature, from 2700 all the way up to 7500. I'm super impressed with it. I will also mention I'm super happy the fact that this light can be powered with only 2 MPF batteries, so we can again use this light on the go outdoors. It is small and compact, the light stand, the softbox, pretty much everything that we need to start going. So I'm impressed with it. If you guys do have any comments, questions, or concerns, let me know down in the comment section down below. Maybe there's something that I missed in the video, or if you guys have a specific question, let me know. I take a look at all the comments. I appreciate you guys watching. If you guys have not subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on the next video. Peace.